Whistler Fondo 2017. I'm doing it again. I think this is my third time. Just managed to find a parking spot and coming here to Canada Place to get the riders packages and see what swag they've got. The building I'm staying in, John and Julia's place. It's called the Cube, and it's a pretty amazing building. Everything just hangs off that one central column. I don't know if you can see it. It's so dark, but here's the building, and it really does look like a big cube. Well, I managed to find a decent parking spot in a residential area just on the north side of the bridge here, Lionsgate Bridge, and the start is in Stanley Park, just on the other side of the bridge now. They got it all lit up just for me, I think. Maybe not. It looks pretty impressive. Just coming up on the start line here. Lots of people and activity already. Spectacular venue to start at. Last time I did one of these. Started right on Georgia Street, right downtown, and you rode through the town a little bit before coming through the park here and over the Lionsgate Bridge. This time it's starting right in the park. So I got here quite early because the couple of the classes leave pretty soon here. The time's at 6 o'clock. I think 6:05 maybe the first class goes. Those are the real fast boys and girls. So I thought I'd get here in time to record their launch.
Just up on 6 o'clock, we are 5 minutes out. 6 o'clock, we are 5 minutes out.
There you go, 5 minutes.
Steve Fleck has just come off the Tour of Alberta. How many stages on the Tour of Alberta?
There were 4 stages this year, Phil, and we're going to have some of the riders, some of the featured riders that were racing with us last week at the Tour of Alberta, mostly in and around Edmonton, although we did have the one stage. Just a reminder to riders, this is the 4K start, so first start of the day, the privilege to those riding the longest distance today, up to the top of Cypress, back down, and then on up to Whistler. This is the 4th day and the strongest riders on the course.
You made me feel like we're in Italian here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you put your hands together or at least pay careful attention, this is a guy who a long time ago had a brilliant dream, and you are living part of his dream. Would you please welcome the man who drives everything for Grand Fondo, Neil McKinnon, as you take a look at this hardy group of souls who are ready to go on the Forte. Please make them welcome.
Good morning, everybody. How's everyone feel? Has anybody seen the new Forte medals that we produced this year? They're about as big as your head. and they weigh even more. You guys are the rock stars of this event. This course, the Forte course, is becoming internationally known as a very, very challenging, beautiful, and legendary course. So we've grown our numbers this year. We're very excited to host you this year. Everyone ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Way to go! Right out! Have yourselves a good morning out there. See you, Trevor. Gentlemen, ladies, nice.
And there they go, our Forte riders.
So there go the Forte riders. So if you didn't catch it from the announcements, these guys have to do not only the ride up to Whistler, but they also have to go up Cypress to the top of the paved road and back again, which in itself is a pretty epic ride. Not so much in distance, but in elevation. So maybe next year I'll do that. But for this year, since I only signed up about 10 days ago, I did not prepare for that kind of abuse. Okay, the Enduro riders are just about set to go. These are the guys that are actually racing, literally racing the event. They're doing the same course as me.
All right, riders, ready? We are on a 10 count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a good ride, gentlemen. There they go, off and rolling. $15,000 first prize money for the men, $15,000 first prize money for the women. Wow. And it rolls on down for the top 20 from there on in. Ladies, good to see you as well. We'll be starting in just 1 minute time.
That's some pretty serious money for
4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go! Roll on! Way to go! Start for the Ultimate 5 minutes to start.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be here on behalf of the BC. I want to say welcome. I know welcome to all of you that come to BC Home, and a special welcome to all of those who
Hello. Graham, how are you?
Good.
Good to see you. How did you even recognize me?
Sorry, I was just walking past. Hi, Graham. Nice to meet you. Yeah, you too.
That's funny. You made it okay.
You got the kids' seat for me. I thought I'd come for a free ride. I was just.
Ladies, gentlemen, this is on a 10 count.
The start of the altar.
And when you hear that gun, you take that big deep breath and you put a smile on your face. I want to remind you all, as you go over the Lion's Gate, look to the left, look to the right. Remember that moment in time, because it truly is a very special moment. On a 10 count, riders, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, roll them out! Have yourselves a phenomenal morning!
Somewhere in here should be Mandy. See if I can pick her out of the crowd.
How many members of RBC?
Yeah, baby, look.
There she is. Go, Mandy! Yeah!
First we're coming back here this morning. Good morning. Have yourselves a phenomenal day. Look at you.
So here now we have the main
3 minutes to start. 3 minutes to start.
Hang back. The back. We've got everyone staged by time. So if you think you're 3 hours plus, see by the time everyone in front of that goes up front. And there are various time increments.
Different riders, just want you to know that between the paddocks, we're going to put a 90-second gap. Don't forget, you're not rating against the clock, you're riding on your time. As you go across, you will be recorded. So we will start the individual paddocks, the time brackets.
It is really amazing how far this crowd goes back. It must be half a kilometer from the start at least. The main Grand Fondo is underway now. It's 7:15. They've been letting them out in waves based on your estimated time of arrival. Normally I would go in the sort of 4.5 to 5 hour wave, but I've decided this time I'm going to start at the very back and see how I can do working my way up through the pack. As you can see, a lot of riders. I mean, half of them have already gone at least. Still, it's a long line of them. See the riders across the other side of the field there. They probably left about 3 or 4 minutes ago. Just in this Grand Fondo.
Thousands have ridden before you and thousands will come after, but this is your day. Just ahead of you. Trust me, there is one heck of a traffic jam going on over and on top onto the bridge. Remind you one more time, it is a noodle start to the... Alright! Smile! Nice little wave, thumbs up, good to see ya! See you in Whistler! Thank you, thanks for being here. Like I said, you are my favorite people.
Alright.
You're the ones that we will be waiting for at the other end.
Last over the start line. Okay. Let the passing begin. Reclining bikes in this event. Here's one of them. Now we got a good view of the bridge. Line takes bridge. Let's go over. So here we are, just coming on Lions Gate Bridge. Done. Now we got to go up Taylor Way, which is a bit of a brute. There it is. Yeah. First tandem. We're guaranteed to get to the finish line together. Hey, number 2. Flip-flops or something similar. He is going pretty good. Big tire bike. No gloves though, no jacket. There's lots of people out today with no jackets. It's going to be a bad call, I think. I decided to bring mine and I'm very glad I did. Alright, so this looks like we're crossing back over onto the correct side of the highway. So we're coming up on the first rest stop, 20 kilometers out. I don't feel the need to stop, so I am just going to go right on through. But it looks like a very popular stop. Here we have tandem number 3. Clipping away nicely. So I've got my Garmin with me. Going up 6% grade at the moment. 148 meters elevation. Doing 11 kilometers an hour. This is more like it. 6% grade down, 59 kilometers an hour. Way more fun. Ladies are getting into the spirit of it. The Christmas tinsel out already. Spectacular views are a little dim today. The highway is not showing itself off at its best. Any other weekend of the summer would have been a safe bet. Now off. People getting flats already, or other mechanical problems. So far so good with my bike, and my legs still feel okay. Alright, some encouraging music. Woo! Right on. Woo! Thank you! That's nice. to be clearing up a little bit. Getting a little bit of a view. Another little hill. Got a couple of monsters to come. Coming through Squamish. Last time I did this was a checkpoint. Not today. Got to keep going. Spent the whole morning so far passing people. Now as I'm starting to get into the mid-pack, it's getting tougher and tougher. I'm just finding someone who's going about the same pace and catching their wheel. I think this is the last rest stop. Toward the end, there's been one about every 20k. Lots of food and liquid. Keep us going. Well, I thought the last stop was the last one, but I'm very happy to see that there's one more here. Because I have just hit the wall. All of a sudden everyone's passing me. I thought I was eating enough, but I guess not. So I am going to chow down at this one. I love it. Feeling a little better now after that last stop. Threw down a whole bunch of bananas and oranges, chocolate, Pepsi, so gave me a bit of a boost. Alright, just coming into Whistler. But even now, there's a little ways to go. So I'm still not... Good reception here. Alright, we are here. Woo! One last corner. Right on. And I am ready for the end. Woo. Yes, yes. Go, mama.
All right, happy finishers. Fist pumping coming in. Neil Wilkinson, Matt Carroll.
Matt Carroll's in for Edmonton off.
There we go. Final straight. I can relax.
Oh, finishing on up there together with the Kieran. What did he say? Also in from Calgary, Blair Nell. Good job, Blair.
Right on.
Michael Trump and John for Unit coming on in there, or in this half.
There we go. Yeah. Loads more still coming in on the finish line here.
Congratulations, riders. Looking good as they all coming in across the finish line. All kinds of different colors.
Everyone still looks fresh.
Wow. Celebrate it, folks. You've done it. You've worked hard to get here. You are awesome. You are strong. You are
Stayed last night here at the Wildwood Lodge on Spearhead Drive. I managed to crash with Tim and Mandy. They had a room on a pull-out for me, and we just had breakfast at the Portobello Cafe, which was really good. And now I'm doing something a little crazy. May regret it halfway through it. I am riding back to Vancouver. My one knee's a little sore, so I'm a little afeared that it's gonna let me down, but I guess worst case scenario, I'll just put my thumb out and try and hitch a left. Time's at 9:15. Got out a little later than I was hoping, but it's okay. I've got all day to do it, and I'm definitely not in any rush. I plan on just coasting down all of the downhills, sticking it in granny gear for the uphills, and stopping often. A bit of luck, the scenery will be a bit more visible today. It's definitely a lot brighter and road to drive. My right knee's giving me a little bit of grief, so we'll see how that plays out. But at the moment I feel pretty good, considering I did 120k yesterday. Scenery that we missed out on yesterday. Too cloudy and miserable to even look around. Got a bit of a headwind going back here, but predominantly it's been downhill most of the way so far. Got 22.5 kilometers in, halfway to Squamish. So far so good. should have had yesterday. There's the scenery that we missed. It's a shame all those people from out of town didn't get to see the spectacular scenery that this highway has to offer. It really is one of the most scenic drives in the world, I think. Some sustenance at Timmy's here in Squamish. 55k under my belt. Just another 70 to go. Battling a bit of a headwind, which is a real drag. That's equivalent to adding many kilometers. I get what I get. Yeah, it's more like the scenery. Out there today. See the gondola going up past Shannon Falls. Never taken it, but I understand it's pretty spectacular. And there you can see the falls. Not too much water at the moment, despite yesterday's rain, because it's been so dry all summer. So even though I'm basically at sea level, and Vancouver is at sea level, there's still a few hills, and this sign, chain up area, suggests that there's one coming up. Unfortunately, I forgot to bring my chains. I hope I make it. Coming down to Britannia Beach. Sure feels good to be doing some downhill. No active mining anymore, but made it into a museum. I did go there once, way back in the 80s. If I had a bit more time, I'd drop in again. Seem to remember it was pretty impressive. Beautiful little spot. Britannia Beach. So now you know all about Britannia Mine. Tilts up one more time. Keep coming down to sea level and then going back up again. Just for punishment, I'm sure. Horseshoe 30, Vancouver 51. Alright. I'm well over halfway, which is good because I am well over half baked. Definitely less energy than yesterday, and my knees are hurting, so that's really slowing me down. But it's a beautiful day, and I'm enjoying it. Crazy busy traffic though, unreal. Lots of wussies with bikes on those roof racks driving back after the ride yesterday. What's with that? I'm doing good.
Do you need water or anything?
No, I'm all good. I stopped in Squamish. Had a bunch to eat. I guess I'm getting a bit low. Yeah, maybe to top it. That would be great.
We're your support gear.
This is awesome. I feel like I'm on a tour or something. For sure. I will. It's good to have met you guys. All right, man. We'll see you. See you. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Have a good drive. Great is that to have a picture. Woo-hoo! I normally don't have time to pull over and check out the engineering in this highway. And you can kind of see here, get a bit of an idea of what they had to do to get this road in here. A lot of engineering. See the train tracks down below. I think that's Bowen Island across the way. And I believe I'm only about 10k from Horseshoe Bay, so I'm doing alright. Okay, onwards and upwards. Wow. This is cool. Someone built a little platform here. Very cool. Look at that spectacular view now, looking down onto Horseshoe Bay. No ferries in at the moment. There's one coming in there in the distance. Nice. Well, I am at 100 kilometers exactly. So 50k to Squamish and another 50k to Horseshoe. Almost exactly. So just another 22k to go. And my adventure is done. celebration. And I am happy to see it. So now all I gotta do is find my truck. It's on 12th and something. So that was 20 seconds, so I'm guessing it's 10 blocks this way. Explore a little bit of upper Ambleside here. Really nice. And I think my truck is at the end of here. Oh, I see it. Oh. Never have I been so happy to see my truck. Good old Faithful stayed there, nice and patiently waiting for me. Good truck. Oh, mama. I'm not a kilometer too soon either. I think that's enough riding for one weekend. All right. I am bagged. That was definitely epic. Glad to have done it. Don't think I need to do it again.